You've probably seen something like this when recording video or taking photos in your camera's display, and you've probably wondered what it is and what it's used for. This, my friend, is a histogram, and today we're all about the histogram made simple. Welcome back, Visionaries. In today's video, we're all about the simple but really effective tool called the histogram. And I'm going to tell you what they are, how to read them, and how to use them to create perfectly exposed shots. If you're new here and you've never seen this mug before in your life, then welcome. My name is Michael, and I live and breathe the art of filmmaking made simple. Here you'll find simple and easy to learn filmmaking tutorials and original creative projects like music videos and short films and more. If that's your kind of thing, then subscribe and click that little bell icon so that way you don't miss any new videos, and leave one of these down below as it helps me continue making great content for you all to enjoy. Now, let's dive into histograms made simple. First things first, what is a histogram? The histogram is a tool that helps you determine the proper exposure for your image. It's made of a graph with two axes, one horizontal and one vertical. Pure black is going to be all the way on the left side of the image, and pure white is going to be all the way on the right side of the image. If all the peaks on your image are all the way on the left side, your image is underexposed. But if all the peaks are on the right side of the image, your image is overexposed. A good rule of thumb to follow when using histogram is to aim for the peaks of your image to more or less form a bell-shaped curve in the middle of the histogram. This ensures that your blacks are not too dark and that your highlights are not too overexposed, and this ensures more or less a more even and properly exposed image. A quick note though, a histogram is a really good tool for properly exposing your image, but there can be times when you want to under or overexpose an image for a stylistic choice. But in all other situations, the bell curve is generally what you want to go for. The main type of histogram is one that determines exposure, but there are a couple of other types of histograms that you'll also be using in your projects. The RGB histogram, or red, green, and blue histogram, and the color histogram. The RGB histogram is a histogram that deals with certain color channels in your image, represented by the primary colors red, green, and blue. These three colors are the primary color channels that are used to produce all other colors within your image. RGB histograms work pretty much the exact same way as exposure histograms, only in this case they measure the saturation of certain colors within your image. They work the same way, with the left side of the graph being the lowest amount of saturation possible, and the right side of the graph being the highest amount of saturation possible. These are represented by the numbers 0 on the left and 225 on the right. Sorry to pause the learning, but when I was recording, I mentioned the color histogram earlier, but I actually forgot to talk about it when I was recording this section. So here's what I forgot to record. Exposure histograms measure how bright an image is, aka exposure, and the RGB histogram deals with the red, green, and blue color channels, which make up all the colors of your shot. The color histogram describes how bright individual colors are instead of measuring individual color channel saturation. Okay, that's it. Back to learning. And that is the histogram made simple. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you learned quite a bit, and I really hope that you take this knowledge and go out and shoot some incredible footage or take some great photographs. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to learn more of the art of filmmaking made simple, don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell icon so that way you don't miss any new videos. Leave one of these below and let me know what you want to see covered next. Stay curious, stay creative, and above all, stay awesome, Visionaries.